The time-traveling pocket watch. In a small town surrounded by rolling hills, there lived a curious boy named Max. Max loved exploring old, forgotten places, always hoping to uncover a hidden treasure or a secret waiting to be discovered. One rainy afternoon, as he wandered through his grandmother's dusty attic, Max stumbled upon an old, ornate pocket watch tucked away in a wooden chest. The pocket watch was unlike anything he had ever seen. Its casing was intricately engraved with swirling patterns, and the hands of the watch moved with a peculiar rhythm. A small, sparkling crystal sat at the center, glinting even in the dim light of the attic. Fascinated, Max turned the watch over in his hands and discovered a tiny inscription on the back. To travel through time, simply turn the dial and open your mind. With his heart racing in excitement, Max decided to test the watch. He carefully turned the dial and felt a strange tingling sensation spread through his fingertips. Suddenly, the attic around him seemed to blur and twist, as if the very air were folding in on itself. Max felt a gentle pull, as if being guided through a swirling tunnel of light and color. When the world came back into focus, Max found himself standing in a bustling marketplace from another time. Cobblestone streets stretched out before him, lined with quaint shops and stalls brimming with colorful wares. People dressed in old-fashioned clothes bustled about, chatting and laughing, unaware of the astonished boy who had just appeared among them. Max's eyes widened as he took in the scene. He realized he had been transported to the past. The pocket watch had worked its magic, and now he was in a place where history came alive before his very eyes. Curiosity bubbling inside him, Max wandered through the marketplace, marveling at the sights and sounds. He saw blacksmiths hammering away at glowing metal, bakers pulling fresh loaves of bread from wood-fired ovens, and street performers juggling and dancing for delighted crowds. Everywhere he looked, there was something new and fascinating to discover. As Max explored, he noticed a grand clock tower at the center of the marketplace. The tower's clock, with its large, ornate face, seemed to tick in perfect harmony with the pocket watch in his hand. Intrigued, he made his way to the base of the tower, where he found a small, hidden door partially concealed by ivy. The door creaked open at his touch, revealing a narrow staircase spiraling upwards. Max's heart pounded with anticipation as he climbed the steps, wondering what secrets awaited him at the top. When he finally reached the summit, he found a small, dusty room filled with ancient books and mysterious contraptions. In the middle of the room stood an elderly man with a long, flowing beard and twinkling eyes. He wore a coat full of pockets, each bulging with tiny gadgets and tools. The man turned to Max and smiled warmly. "Ah, a traveler from another time," the man said in a voice that sounded like a melody. "You must be Max. I've been expecting you." Max's eyes widened in surprise. "You know my name?" The old man chuckled. "Indeed I do. I am the Keeper of Time, and this tower is where all time travelers come to learn the mysteries of the ages. The pocket watch you hold has brought you here, but there is much more to discover." Max felt a mix of excitement and curiosity. "What do I need to learn?" he asked. The Keeper of Time gestured to the room filled with books and gadgets. "To master the art of time travel, you must understand the delicate balance of history and the future. You have already taken the first step by finding the watch. Now, you must embark on a journey through time, guided by the watch and your own heart." Max felt a thrill of adventure course through him. "Where do I start?" he asked eagerly. The Keeper of Time smiled and handed Max a small, leather-bound journal. "This will be your guide," he said. "Record your experiences, learn from the past, and protect the threads of time. Remember, every moment you visit has its own story to tell." Max took the journal, his mind racing with possibilities. He glanced at the pocket watch, its crystal glowing softly, and felt a sense of purpose. His adventure through time was just beginning, and he was ready to uncover the secrets of history. Max thanked the Keeper of Time and carefully descended the staircase, the journal clutched tightly in his hand. As he stepped back into the bustling marketplace, he wondered where the watch would take him next. The possibilities were endless, and Max knew that each turn of the dial would bring a new and thrilling chapter in his journey through time. Max stepped back into the vibrant marketplace, clutching the leather-bound journal from the Keeper of Time. The pocket watch in his hand felt warm, pulsing gently as if eager to whisk him away to new adventures. Max's heart raced with excitement as he imagined all the places and times he could explore. His first instinct was to see what other wonders the marketplace held. As he wandered through the busy stalls and shops, he marveled at the array of old-world goods, handcrafted toys, beautiful fabrics, and exotic spices. Everything seemed so alive and rich with history, unlike anything he had seen in his own time. But Max knew his journey had just begun. He found a quiet corner and opened the pocket watch, carefully turning the dial. He wondered where it would take him next. With a final twist, the world around him blurred once more, and he felt the familiar pull of the watch guiding him through the swirling tunnel of light and color. When the spinning stopped, Max found himself standing in a vast, open field bathed in golden sunlight. Rolling hills stretched out in every direction, dotted with wildflowers and tall grasses swaying gently in the breeze. In the distance, a grand castle stood on a hill, its turrets and towers reaching towards the sky. Max's eyes widened with amazement. "Wow, a medieval castle," he whispered to himself, feeling like he had stepped into a storybook. He began walking towards the castle, eager to see what adventures awaited him there. As he approached, he noticed knights in shining armor practicing with their swords and jousting in a courtyard. They moved with precision and skill, their armor gleaming in the sunlight. Max felt a thrill of excitement. He had always dreamed of seeing knights and castles up close. A young stable boy spotted Max and waved him over. "Hello there, you must be new around here." "I'm Thomas," the boy said with a friendly smile. Max grinned back. "I'm Max. I guess you could say I'm visiting." Thomas's eyes sparkled with curiosity. "You picked a great time to visit. There's a grand tournament happening at the castle. Knights from all over the kingdom have come to compete." Max's heart leaped. A real tournament with knights? This was more amazing than he could have imagined. "Can I see it?" he asked eagerly. Thomas nodded. "Of course. Follow me. I'll show you the way." Thomas led Max through the bustling courtyard and into the heart of the castle grounds. They arrived at a large, open arena surrounded by cheering crowds. Knights in colorful armor paraded before the audience, their banners fluttering in the wind. The air buzzed with excitement as trumpets blared, signaling the start of the tournament. Max watched in awe as the knights jousted, their lances clashing with a mighty force. The skill and bravery of the knights amazed him, and he couldn't help but cheer along with the crowd. As the tournament continued, Max felt a tap on his shoulder. He turned to see a tall, noble-looking knight with a kind smile. The knight's armor was adorned with intricate designs, and his eyes shone with a gentle wisdom. "Greetings, young traveler," the knight said. "I am Sir Cedric. You seem to be enjoying the tournament." Max nodded enthusiastically. "It's incredible. I've never seen anything like it." Sir Cedric chuckled. "I'm glad you're enjoying it, but there's more to see here than just the tournament. Our castle holds many secrets and stories from the past. Would you like to explore?" Max's eyes lit up. "I'd love to." Sir Cedric led Max through the castle's grand halls, sharing tales of ancient battles, heroic deeds, and the kingdom's rich history. Max felt like he was living a dream, walking among knights and discovering the wonders of a medieval world. As they explored, they reached a room filled with old scrolls and maps. Sir Cedric pointed to a large, detailed map of the kingdom, his finger tracing a winding path. "This is the map of our lands," he explained. "Legend has it that somewhere in these hills lies a hidden treasure, a magical artifact lost to time. Many have searched for it, but none have succeeded. Max's curiosity was piqued. A hidden treasure? That sounds amazing. Have you ever tried to find it? Sir Cedric's eyes twinkled with a hint of mystery. I have indeed, but the journey is fraught with challenges and riddles. The artifact is said to hold great power, and only a true seeker with a pure heart can uncover it. Max looked at the pocket watch in his hand, feeling a sense of destiny. Maybe I could try to find it, he said, his voice filled with determination. Sir Cedric smiled warmly. Perhaps you could. But remember, the journey will test your courage and wisdom. It is not just the treasure that matters, but the lessons you learn along the way. Max nodded, feeling a mixture of excitement and resolve. He knew that finding the hidden treasure would be a great adventure, and he was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. With the pocket watch as his guide, he felt confident that he could unravel the mysteries of the past and uncover the secrets of the kingdom. As Max prepared to embark on his new quest, he felt the watch pulse gently in his hand, a reminder that his journey was far from over. The path to the hidden treasure was calling, and Max knew that the adventures awaiting him would be unlike any he had ever imagined. Max's heart raced with excitement as he studied the map Sir Cedric had shown him. The idea of finding a hidden, magical artifact was more thrilling than anything he had ever imagined. He carefully noted the location marked on the map, a place deep within the hills beyond the castle. With a sense of purpose, Max thanked Sir Cedric and set off on his quest. The path through the hills was rugged and winding, but the pocket watch seemed to guide him, its crystal glowing softly as he navigated the terrain. Along the way, Max encountered clues and riddles etched into ancient stones and trees, each one leading him closer to the treasure. Hours turned into days as Max persevered through dense forests and over rocky hills. He crossed babbling brooks and climbed steep inclines, driven by the thought of uncovering the mysterious artifact. Each night, he recorded his journey in the leather-bound journal, detailing the challenges he faced and the wisdom he gained. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Max reached a secluded glen hidden deep within the hills. At the center of the glen stood an ancient oak tree, its gnarled branches stretching towards the sky. Max felt a strange energy emanating from the tree, as if it were alive with magic. The pocket watch pulsed brightly, guiding Max to a hollow at the base of the oak. With trembling hands, he reached into the hollow and felt something smooth and cool. He pulled out a small, intricately carved box adorned with symbols that seemed to glow in the twilight. Max's heart pounded as he carefully opened the box. Inside, nestled on a bed of soft golden silk, lay the artifact, a beautifully crafted amulet shaped like a star, its center a dazzling gemstone that sparkled with a myriad of colors. The amulet radiated a warm, gentle light, filling Max with a sense of peace and wonder. As he held the amulet, the world around him seemed to shift. The glen blurred and twisted, and Max felt the familiar sensation of being pulled through time. When the swirling stopped, he found himself standing back in the bustling marketplace, the grand clock tower looming overhead. Max blinked in surprise, realizing that the pocket watch had brought him full circle. He glanced down at the amulet in his hand, its light dimming as if content to rest. The Keeper of Time appeared beside him, a knowing smile on his face. "Well done, Max," the Keeper said, his eyes twinkling with approval. "You have found the Star Amulet, a treasure of great significance. Its light is a beacon of hope, and its power lies in the purity of your heart and the courage of your journey." Max felt a sense of pride and fulfillment. "What happens now?" he asked, gazing at the amulet. The Keeper of Time placed a gentle hand on Max's shoulder. "The amulet's journey is now intertwined with your own. Its light will guide you through time, helping you protect the threads of history and learn the secrets of the ages. But remember, the true treasure lies not in the amulet itself, but in the knowledge and experiences you gain along the way." Max nodded, understanding the Keeper's words. He felt a deep connection to the amulet, knowing that it would be a part of his adventures from now on. As he stood in the marketplace, surrounded by the vibrant life of the past, he realized that his journey had only just begun. With the pocket watch in one hand and the Star Amulet in the other, Max smiled at the Keeper of Time. "Thank you for guiding me," he said. "I'm ready for whatever comes next." The Keeper of Time returned his smile. "The past and future are yours to explore. Max, may your travels be filled with wonder and discovery." As Max turned the dial on the pocket watch, the world around him blurred once more. He felt the familiar pull of time travel, and a sense of excitement surged within him. His adventure through time was far from over, and he knew that each new journey would bring its own mysteries and marvels. With the Star Amulet glowing softly in his hand, Max disappeared into the swirling tunnel of light, ready to face the endless possibilities that awaited him in the vast tapestry of time. The end.